Hey guys, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be comparing and doing a review, first impressions and swatches on the James Charles palette, as well as the MAC Jeremy Scott palette. I got this for Christmas, and I actually got this for Christmas as well, but seeing as it wasn't in stock at the time, I only just received it today when I'm filming this. So obviously I already have my full face on minus my eyes and lips, so all of the products that I used will be listed in the description bar below. So if you're curious about any of these products, make sure to go check there. So first of all, let's take a look at what the actual palettes look like. So first, this is what the MAC palette looks like, and this is what the James Charles palette looks like. I was actually one of the lucky 1 in 500 people to get a signed James Charles palette. So side by side, there's definitely a massive size difference. You get a plastic sheet with all the names on it for both palettes, and this is what the MAC looks like. Here's that sheet, and this is what the James Charles palette looks like. So obviously this one doesn't have a mirror, whereas the other one does. If that's important to you, I don't know. But one massive difference is the James Charles palette is permanent, whereas unfortunately this palette is already all sold out. So I'm sorry, you can't get it unless you get it off of like eBay or Glambot. I have a referral link for Glambot down below, so if you want you can go there. But yeah, so I'm gonna go swatch all of these and then I'll be right back. So first I'll be swatching the James Charles palette. Here I have the first round of swatches: Canvas, Ring Light, So Good, 518, Rested, Halloween, Wig, Tea, Punch Me, Sister, Mary, Literally, You're Kidding, Shook, Boutique, Benny, Flashback, Face, Tune, Code James. So here are the rest of the swatches. 10% off: No Beans, Spooky, Be, Guap, Hello, Playground, Brother, Artistry, Love That, Pinkity Drinkity, Social Blade, Daddy, Cape Cod, Cola, Acapella, Escape, Single, Skip. Next, I'll be swatching the MAC Jeremy Scott palette. Okay, so this is the first set of swatches of the MAC palette, and I honestly am really sad to say that I'm disappointed with this. This is Lo-Fi, Creative Copper, Bite the Beat, Endless Frequency, Disco Therapy, Superior Sound, Happy Song, Bird's Eye View, Walking Heartbeat, Vacation Speed Zone, Ghost Story, Morning Ticket, US Dance Remix, Subtly Elegant, Bonus Track, Beautifully Charred, Raven Eyed, Video Emotions, Memories of Space, Remixology, Beatallica. So here are the last of the swatches. This is Synthesize, Oldie But Goodie, Powerful Performance, At the Turntable, Electric Eel, She's a Machine, Jam Session, Club New Wave Mix. So for today's look, I'm going to be doing a look that I posted a couple days ago. At this point, it was probably a week ago. But for that look, I actually used the Morphe 35B palette. And so I'll show you the original colors that I used. But for today's video, I obviously won't be using these shades. I used this yellow, this orange, this red, this pink, this green, this blue, and this purple, as well as the Norvina palette and I went in with this shade right here called Dreamer. Before I start, as a disclaimer, between each color, each side, I will be using my color switch because I don't have a lot of brushes. First, I went in with a yellow shade. This side will be the James Charles palette and this side will be the MAC palette. Little brush right here, it is the M138, and so that's what I will be using first. I guess I'll start with the MAC side. I'm going in with the shade Memories of Space. I'm putting it right in the inner corner.
I'm doing all of this more so above the crease. I'm packing this on because the shade doesn't really want to show up that much.
But I'm kind of getting it there. I'm using the color switch. And from the James Charles palette, I'll be using the shade B. Okay, that's definitely showing up a lot faster than the MAC side. They're definitely a different shade of yellow, but what can you do? I'm going in with the shade Disco Therapy from the MAC palette. It was the only orange in the palette.
And I'm gonna go over the yellow slightly, just to kind of blend it, as well as blend out the edge.
From the James Charles palette, I'm going in with the shade 518. That is so much more pigmented than the other one.
Definitely a recurring theme, especially as we saw in the swatches. I'm also going to blend out this edge.
Okay, next from the MAC palette, I'm going in with the shade Walking Heartbeats. From the James Charles palette, I'm going in with the shade You're Kidding.
Wow, that is super pigmented, especially compared to the other side.
So this is what we're looking like so far. From the MAC palette, I'm going in with Bird's Eye View. It's the only more like darker pink other than like baby pink, so I'm glad to say that color seems way more pigmented than the other colors we've used from this palette. And also, just so you know, like, I'm totally unbiased. I want both palettes to work amazingly because, well, like, I have them. I want them to work. I was so excited when I got both palettes. So from the James Charles palette, I'm going in with the shade Skip, which is a lot closer to the original shade that I used. And I know there was some controversy over the shade of it staining, but it's a pressed pigment along with a lot of the other vibrant shades in the James Charles palette at least. And so certain pressed pigments can stain your skin, which is a relatively common thing for pressed pigments to do because they're made with dyes, not actual, like, normally it'd be like carmine, which is crushed up beetles. So also, sorry about this new setup. I'm trying something new, so if you like the old way, totally just let me know. I might also like just try to find something to make it so it'll be up more like this, but right now I don't have that, so we're stuck with right here. Okay, so from the MAC palette, I'm going in with Electric Eel. And I'm leaving a bit of a space because I totally forgot that I was going to go in with purple between the pink and the blue, so just leave a little space for that purple.
That's no big deal.
I'm just going to do the purple on that eye as well, and I'm going in with Club New Wave Mix. Okay, now for the blue on the James Charles palette, I'm going in with Playground. Oh damn, I need to take some of that off this brush. And then I'm going to go in with Single. And then for the MAC side, I'm going in with Remixology for the green. And then for the James Charles side, I'm going in with Social Blade. And I'm going to go off camera, cut my crease, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so from the James Charles palette, I'm going to go in with Face, and I'm going to use my finger for this. And I'm just going to pat this right where I put the concealer. So far, I'm honestly really impressed with the James Charles palette. And the MAC palette was definitely performing a lot better than the swatches led me think that it was going to be. To get closer to the line, I'm just taking this random flat shader brush from Morphe and taking that same shade . The James Charles shadows are definitely pressed a lot softer than the MAC. Okay, I'm gonna do this part off camera, and for the MAC side, I'm going with US Dance Mix. If you can tell, that shade that I used from MAC is way more cool tone, so I'm actually gonna go in with Creative Copper. I'm also going to take every shade that I did on the top and do it on the bottom. So this is what they look like up close so far. Again, this is the MAC side and this is the James Charles side. As you can see, they're just more vibrant than the MAC side, and both of my eyes were primed and set using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer and the Laura Mercier powder. So they were on a very even playing ground, as well as obviously I used the exact same brush for each side as you saw. So that's what they look like so far. I'm gonna go through some liner, mascara, and lashes on, and then I'll be right back. Also, these will be the lashes I'm using, the KS3D au.beauty lashes from au.beauty. It's all run through Instagram and you use PayPal to pay, so don't forget to make sure to let them know that I sent you in this little note section right there. It's greatly appreciated. So this is the finished eye look. I honestly really love it, hence why I redid it for you guys. Also because you asked. I definitely do like the James Charles side a lot more. Also, I showed you the lashes. For liner, I used Kat Von D tattoo liner, and for mascara, I used the Milk Kush mascara. And for lips, I'm going to go and put on the shade Mother, touch up my highlighter, and then I'll be right back. So this is the completed look, and I'll show you more up close in a moment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, comment down below, and go follow me on all my social medias. They are always linked in the description bar. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye guys. Oh, and see you next Wednesday.